You've been asking for RLCS predictions for new work for Season 7. I'm going to go through all the groups, what I kind of think may or may not happen. Obviously, there's going to be scenarios where it's going to be kind of a coin toss, and I don't exactly know how it's going to go, but it'll be fun to see how that plays out by the time we get there. For those that don't know what this is, RLCS Season 7 has come to an end. We have our World Championship that'll be in New Jersey at the Prudential Center on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. I'm recording this, as you guys can see on the bottom right, on the 16th, which is Sunday. I'll probably put this out in a couple days here. I don't know what exactly or how exactly I want to put these out, but to give you guys a tentative schedule, I fly out to New Jersey on Tuesday. Wednesday is media day, Thursday is rehearsals, and then Friday we go live. So really exciting stuff, a lot of cool stuff that we haven't told you guys about that is going to be happening. So hopefully you guys will be there. There's going to be like 8,000 of you, and if you guys are there, please never hesitate to come up and say hi or ask for a photo or something to sign, whatever. We are more than happy. Just know, leave it up to me to say, hey, like I'm a little busy right now, I'll get back to you. I never want people to be shy about it, unless I'm like headed to the bathroom or something, then that's just kind of weird. But other than that, please come up, say what's up, say hi. I never like receiving like messages or like in Twitch chat when people are like, hey man, I saw you land, but I was too nervous to come say hi. I hate that. Please come say hi to us. Things that you guys may not know as well. Talent announcement did happen. Golden Boy is going to be our stage host. Super excited to have him back. He did stuff for us in Season 1. I think Crelly's joining us, and Chimako from South America is joining us as well. So really excited for that. I think Turtle is also going to be there. So cool stuff broadcast team-wise. But let's get into it. Group A, we're just going to go straight through all the groups, and then we'll work through the quarters and the semis and all that kind of stuff. Shout-outs to Zudos for making this. He posted this on Reddit a week or two ago. I forget the exact details, but makes it really easy so I don't have to do some lackluster one. But groups are all best of 5. It is the top 2 that make it through. Day 1 and day 2 of LAN, so Friday and Saturday is going to be groups. And then day 3 is the last 6 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 7 matches. My bad. The last 7 matches, which are all the last day, which is single elim. It's going to be brutal. So groups into single elim bracket. Quarterfinals are best of 5s. Finals are, or semis and finals are best 7. Also, he spelled semifinals wrong. It's finals, but we'll let it go. So Group A. If I had to pick any upsets and stuff, I think INTZ is actually a chance to upset and surprise. They're actually really good. Mechanically gifted, but I think they're still going to struggle from the same issues that we've seen Oceania do in the past. There's a difficulty with coming into a brand new region that you've never played against, and against talent levels that you've never played. Because let's face it, when you play against the best of the best, those guys are generally better than otherwise. But the benefit to South America is a much bigger player base than Oceania region. So I do give them a little bit of a leg up coming into their first season. But because it is groups, I don't think the chance of upset is going to be consistent. So they are going to see an issue. So I'm going to preface that for all of our scenarios. Group A, Energy versus PSG is actually pretty nuts to see how that starts off, because hitting the ground running is how these teams need to play. This format is entirely different with the fact that not only do they have to play groups and finish top 2, because if you lose 2, there's still a chance you make it in. It's just more difficult that way. But the way this plays out is like you just need to have one good day and you win. You have to have 3 matches that you just crush. And we've seen that happen. But there's no extra lives, which is scary. A lot of our teams, I think 4 of our 6 world champions have come from the lower bracket, and there is no lower bracket now. So I'm actually really curious on how it's going to play out, because you look at all the championship teams and look at like where they would have been if we would have just taken the winner final, and a lot of different results. So I think this match is going to be very telling of how we see for the rest of the tournament. But I have to give the leg up to Energy. I think Energy is just a better team. Also, that is a thick boy line. Let's do this. Much better. I think Energy is a better team compared to PSG. I think PSG does have a lot of potential. But I'm genuinely curious on how it's going to play out. in terms of Shawset and Farah. I think Fruity's going to have his performances no matter what. I think Shawset plays best when he is on LAN compared to when he's online. But to me, the big question mark for PSG is Farah. What Farah are we going to see? If we get the later league play Farah where he is shooting out of his mind, accuracy's great, I think PSG could be a dark horse. Like, a lot of people do not expect them to make it past quarterfinals. And rightfully so, because there's a lot of competition. But I do think PSG could have a really outstanding run. I really do. With that said, I think PSG will drop a game to INTZ, and Energy will 3-0 INTZ. Unfortunately, and I hate to be it, and maybe Chimako will prove us wrong in our meeting or something and show us something that I don't see based upon the VOD review I've done. I just don't see their mechanic prowess beating a PSG that's really, really aggressive and annoying to play against, and an Energy that just looks as good as they do. I just don't. I could see Energy dropping a couple games just because their playstyles, they're going to play their game, which I think is actually a strength. It's weird because Energy's big focus this season is play our game. No matter who we play, no matter what the situation is, play the same playstyle how we want to play every single time. And there'll be moments where I'm like, all right, they're playing their playstyle and it's not working, but then they still win in the end at the end of the game. So I don't know. I think Energy, as long as they keep playing their thing, they're going to be a strong contender. Obviously, my top three before we even get into this are Energy, Vitality, I think Barcelona, and I think Renegades could actually upset a lot of people too. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I think that's how Group A will go. So winner, Group A number 1 will be NRG, I think, is our number 1 seed because they'll have a better differential and the tiebreaker. So Energy here. And Group A2 will be PSG over here. Group B, I'm really excited for this match. Really excited for this match. I don't know enough about Ground Zero, to be honest. I just think that both these teams are better. I think it's a similar situation. I think Renegades can definitely play upset, but I do like this. I think we're going to see this be a 3-0. I think Chicago's going to be really hot. I think this one comes down to how JNaps and Rizzo are playing. If JNaps supports Chicago really well, I think we could see some really exciting stuff here. Also, Rizzo, is he going to play offense? Is he going to play defense? How is it going to play out? Are they going to be a solid 3 rotation? What is G2 going to show us? All I know is from what I've seen is I'm happy with the trend that G2 is making. But if you look at their past year and a half of LANs, hasn't been good. So curious to see how G2 is going to do. Is the Chicago pick the right one? We'll find out. This match, damn. Vitality 3-2. I think this one will go either way. Who's feeling hot today? That's who that one wins. So that should be exciting. I could see this going either way, though. But I'm just going to stick to what I think right now, which makes this really scary because then you see this right away. That's a 6. Gee. Oh, my God. How do people draw like this? Nailed it. All right. I think that's pretty disgusting. Group B number 1 is Vitality. Group C. So, a lot of concerns with this group. I think this is a very, very scary group. So, number 1, Renegades are looking extremely good right now. The addition of Zen, who is another KBM. The only team with 2 KBM players, by the way, in Renegades, with Zen and Torsas. 2 major concerns. Number 1, who is the captain? I have no idea. In every LAN that I've seen, Renegades or Chiefs, if you guys don't know, compete, Jake or Drippe, primarily Drippe, has been a player that really steps up and propels them to that next step. He's the one that kind of encourages everybody or gets them to that position of where, okay, we think we're going to lose, things aren't going well. I'm a solidified person, and now I'm going to take it matter into my own hands and carry us to that next level. I don't know who that captain role is, even though Torsas is the only original member of the Chiefs, now Renegades. I don't see it in him. Torsas has never really had a really, really, really stellar performance at LAN. He's been hit and miss. Kami did step up huge last season, which we had a lot of questions about last season. But the fact that they are coming in as the true number one, despite Tatum Hines now icon coming in with the same roster, they fell short. Unfortunately, CJ, Shady, and Express will not be at LAN. I love those boys. Unfortunately, we don't get to share a bunch of McDonald's and McFlurries or whatever the hell we had. It was too much food. I'm going to miss those guys, as well as their video guy and their extra person, Harry. Harry's pretty much another CJ. Sucks that they're not going to be there. But I am excited to meet the new guys from Ground Zero. But I just don't know who's going to be that captain or that step-up role or that person that really takes the team under their wing and propels them to the next level. Maybe Tarsauce will do it. I'm going to do my damnedest to try to get Tarsauce on camera because that boy is a savage, and we always have to cut his stuff out. But I want that unfiltered, like, raw Tarsauce being savage as much as possible. So I'm going to do what I can to get that on camera for you guys as well as for myself. I just don't know who's going to step up for Renegade. So those are my major concerns for them. Barcelona has a lot of emotion on their team. Alpha is a first-time LAN person. I understand they've played DreamHack and stuff, but all the players and all of us know RLCS is a totally different beast. I do not know how Alpha is going to perform, if he is going to be hit or miss, because there's moments when he's been fantastic and there's moments when he's been pretty poor. To me, Scrub Killer should have been the MVP of the season, not Alpha. Although Alpha was a big proponent as to why Barcelona did play well. I do think he is the best player on the team, though. For Devo can also be hit or miss. I don't know if he's going to play out of his mind and just willy-nilly and do whatever the hell he wants, which can be very scary and very difficult to read. And Bluey, I think will be Bluey. He's consistent. It's just a matter of if they get tilted or if they get put down early or things don't go that way, can they bounce back? I don't know. We did see Devo and the guys do that in Season 5, where they made third on was Envy at that point. So I'm curious to see how Barcelona plays out. I don't know. And as for Rogue, what Rogue are we going to get? Is it just Kronovi trying to hard carry and the other two don't do anything? Is it going to be what we saw in the regional championships where they somehow made it through? Like, I don't know. I have no clue what is happening with Rogue. I really don't. They could be really good. They could be a huge upset. They could be like, I just don't know. For that purpose, I think Barcelona is going to be the strongest one coming out because they're going to do this, because their play style against Rogue should be very interesting to see. And then this one, I think Renegades is going to be a strong performance as well. I could see that. That's tough, man. Yeah, I'll stick with that. I think Barcelona's going to be your number one. Renegades will be number two. Rogue gets eliminated. So, Barcelona is Group C number 1. So, FCB. Group C number 2 will be Renegades. I think that looks fine. I'll go with that. This one, Cloud9, I think is going to come off a DreamHack, still looking hot. I think this one, again, I think Cloud9 is going to be a team. Originally, when people came in, they're like, all right, my top 3 are Energy, Vitality, and Barcelona, which I said. Cloud9, I think, moves ahead of Barcelona right now. I think Cloud9 is looking really good. I think this one will be a little bit of nerves for Triple Trouble. I think Triple Trouble is going to come in and just be a little bit unexpected, but then they'll just smash Low-Key. I think Low-Key, again, team with talent. Glad to see that we're seeing full rosters because WSOE we didn't. We saw basically a hoopla of people come together. We didn't know what we were going to get. But I just don't think it's enough. I think it's going to take at least a season or two for these guys to get in the swing of things. Figure by like RLCS 9 or whatever it's going to be at that point. That's when South America will really start to hit the ground running. I do want to see their organizations and stuff bring these guys, please, to the Dream Hacks and everything else because it's only going to make your teams better and it gets us to meet them more, which is always fantastic. I think CJ, and the other guys from OC are a prime example. They were not well known, but through crazy personality, good walkouts, interviews, like just being very sociable and making sure they streamed and were active on social, they're household names now, which is great. Like, CJ is easily one of the most beloved members in this community, despite OCE having the lowest viewership, player base, whatever. I love that they don't hold that back. It's great. It's not easy to accomplish that. So, yeah, I think Cloud9 comes in as number 1, and then Triple Trouble is number 2. Technically, these don't matter, really, I think. And actually, I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's a little bit better. So, Cloud9 as 1. Which is Group D number 1, C9 versus Renegades right away, which is interesting because Renegades notoriously knocks out NRG, but that's not going to happen this time, I don't think. I think we're seeing NRG Cloud9 here, which is hype as fuck. And then Triple Trouble drops here. So, my problem with this, all NA, all EU. Don't like that one fucking bit. Actually hate it with a passion. I feel like these should be mixed. I want them to play sooner. I hate that each region is knocking each other out. I'd much rather have a mixture. Even though the same result could happen here for that. The thing I do like is that it leads to hopefully an NA versus EU final. Okay. That's the only thing I am happy about. As a caster, everybody asks me like, yo, Lawler, don't you have a favorite? Are you biased? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I do have my favorites, like players-wise and stuff. But at the end of the day, as long as we have really, really good top-tier Rocket League, I don't give a shit who's in the finals. I will say that the only requirement I am extremely biased towards is I want 2 separate regions in the finals. That's all I want. I do not want NA versus NA. I do not want EU versus EU. I want fucking South America, NA, OCE, and E. I don't care. Just 2 separate regions of the finals. That's all I care about. It's super easy to follow, super easy to get behind a team. The only thing that I could possibly see is that G2 possibly squeaks us out because Vitality didn't have the best performance. I could see G2 being here and Vitality being here, which if we do get that, I think that would be crazy. I could see these swapped. I really could. I could also see PSG upsetting and playing really strong. I could also see this changing quite a bit. This, I think, is pretty solidified. Maybe Triple Trouble squeaks out ahead, but for the most part, the 2 biggest ones that I could potentially see, I could see G2 possibly ending up above Vitality, and I could see Triple Trouble surprising Cloud9, which means that Cloud9 would be playing Barcelona, and Triple Trouble would be playing against Renegades, G2 PSG. So a lot of this changes, and if that does happen, all the results I'm about to go through are completely different, and who knows? So, number 1, don't take G2 to game 5, right? I think Energy does and wins. I think Cloud9 smacks RNG. Coming in really hot. If we get this semifinal, oh my goodness. Whew. Vitality PSG. PSG really struggles against Vitality. Scrubs first LAN. They're feeling good. Close win over G2. We'll come back to that one. Barcelona Triple Trouble. God, okay, that's not any easier. Fuck. I'll give it to the veteran talent on this one. I think Devo's veteran status and Blue's veteran status makes a lot of help over Triple Trouble. I do think Triple Trouble is a team that could surprise a lot of people. I think a lot of people are sleeping on them. There are new faces to it. It's tough to do these because I have no idea how some of these guys, like we have a bunch more new faces than we've had since like season 2 coming back to LAN. Like it's weird, and we have a brand new format. I have no idea how this format is going to affect people. I really don't. I do think it benefits teams like NRG, though. You look at NRG's performances, they've always crushed to the winner's final, and then they fall short. I don't know, man. I want to see how Ronicky and the boys do. I'll give it to Barcelona just because this will be really exciting if it happens. I could also see Energy or RNG putting up a bigger fight, possibly. I think I have to. PSG would keep it close. PSG on a dying breath looks really good. I think it's a really good match. And then, fuck. Energy notoriously has been beating Cloud9, but a hot Cloud9. Oh, plus these are best of sevens now. Energy. This, oh god, I have no idea. These last four, why did I do this to myself? Fuck. Vitality Barcelona. This is normally where I would ask my chat and be like, what do you guys think? And then they're like, well, we think this, we think that. And then I like take those opinions and debate about what they say. And then I'm like, nah, that doesn't make any sense. Ah, that kind of does. And then I use that to sway my opinion. God, I don't know. That's so tough. Vitality to me is the better team. These guys have so much potential. Haven't been playing as well, kind of teetered off. Really chaotic. A lot of creativity. I have to go to Vitality. I'd be an idiot not to. Final that everybody thinks is going to happen anyway, right? Good job, Lawler. Way to go with the easy picks. In a best of 7. This match comes down to who is hot this day. Because all of these matches, this entire bottom half of the bracket, is day 3. This is day 1 and 2. Because we'll do 6 matches day 1, 6 matches day 2, and then 7 matches, day 3. Whoever is hot coming through here, both will have played the same amount of games, both against familiar opponents. Energy's playing against the big 3, same thing with Cloud9. Vitality playing against their top tier as well. PSG ended 2nd, I'm pretty sure. Barcelona was 3rd. Or no, Barcelona was 2nd. PSG was 3rd. Vitality is 1. Like, that's the top 3 as well. 2 number 1 seeds playing each other. That's kind of what you want, right? If Energy does not win this, Fireburner retires. Maybe. That's a bold prediction. I don't know. Can you imagine going to 6 world championships, the only one besides your other teammate Garrett, and being that close every time and just still not making it? Like, that's so frustrating. I can't imagine what he's going through. Like, the amount of pressure, like, let's really talk about that. Like, Energy as a team has always had, so Kings of Urban, Fireburner has been a staple since the beginning. You guys saw my thing. If you guys haven't, go check it out. It's like week 4 of League Play. I do a segment on Fireburner that I totally was super nervous for, but it was decent, I guess. But he's a player that has, through all odds, made it to every single LAN. And the only other player to do that is Garrett, who wasn't on his team originally for the first 2 seasons. 3 seasons. I forget. 2 seasons. Vex, Orbit. They were Exodus, I think. Exodus and Orbit. Something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But, like, to get that close so many times, like, knocked out by OCE, take 10th, fucking finish last place again. It's tough, man. Go to London, have a stellar performance, come back the next season, drop again. It's a motivator, but it's also like, is this it? For Vitality, it's Scrub's second season. Started playing when he was 6, came in, handed out medals. Yeah, he was the one that handed out the medals in London. Comes in his next season. They don't do too hot because of rotation issues and double commits. And is Fairy Peak having issues? What's going on? They bring in Kate up, and then just instant success. Just crushing it. Energy plays their game. They can win. Vitality, though, the creativity, the annoyance that is K-Dop and Scrub. God, I don't know. I foresee this one coming down to a couple key moments. To me, this matchup is Fireburner versus Fairy. Fireburner plays his best. This team easily wins. Same thing with Fairy Peak. If Fairy Peak is fucking on, there's no double commits. The other guys are just doing their thing, and Fairy's just like, I'm supporting the shit out of you guys. Vitality is scary. We've seen them and why we called them the best team in the world at one point. I don't think they're the best team in the world anymore. I think they are a consideration for that, but I do not think they are currently the best. I think that one goes between, like, I think Energy's in that talk. I mean, fuck that. Any of these teams are in that. Any of these 4 teams I think are best teams in the world right now. I think Barcelona, maybe not, but these 3 for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Coin flip again. I don't have my quarter next to me like you guys have seen in the past, but I think this is going to be a battle. But that's what I've got for you guys. That's what I have for the results. If you guys have any different ideas or other things, I could go through these scenarios a bunch of different times and change certain things, but I don't want to keep you guys longer than we already have. But if you do, drop them in the comments down below. Also, once again, if you guys are going to land, if you guys are going to be in New Jersey, please, I beg you, come say hi. Do not be afraid to come up to us and ask us for photos or say what's up. We are more than willing to chat. As long as we are not busy at the desk or we don't look like we're doing stuff, please don't be afraid. Even if we are, please still ask, because I'd much rather say, hey, man, I got to get this down. I'm trying to write something real quick. I'll get to you in between the matches. I will let you know. If you come up to me and be like, hey, Lawler, can I have a photo? I'll be like, hey, man, the thing's about to start. I'll get to you, like, come here after the match starts or something like that. Because during the matches, we're watching, taking notes. I can easily take a photo for a couple seconds. That's not an issue, but please. And if you're not going, go. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. It looks like there's going to be like double, almost triple the amount of people we've had at the most. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be so loud. It's going to be so much fun. Please go. I hope to see you guys there. But that does it for me. Appreciate you guys all watching. Anything you guys have, hit me up. Social media, all that kind of nonsense down below. Peace.